back again. I haven't been here in a few weeks, maybe close to a month now. Let's see what it looks like. If you guys have been following the saga, you know they have been overpricing their books and pricing us out of sourcing here. So let's go take a peek, see what it looks like. I'm very curious to see how full the book section looks, if it's empty, if it's still being maintained. Let's see. They are still doing the kids' book things here where they're doing like little bundles of books. Those actually look kind of cute. It looks like at least they're putting similar books together. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. They are stuffed to the brim. Okay, let's take a little gander. Let's just scroll down. Okay, so here, book of the month right here. You guys can see $5. That's fun. $5 hardcover books. Just looking at prices. $7, $10. This book is $10. $5, $5, $5, $4, $5, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4, $4. Like I would pick these up. They're usually thrillers. Look at the pricing on these. 2, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5. 7. This is a $7 book. Cool. Like we're just determining values at just whatever we feel like the value should be. I don't know who's pricing these books. I actually almost feel like it should be a game. Like I want to come in and I want to try to find like a book that should be priced really high and is low, and then find a book that should be priced really low and is high. I just found one actually. I just need to find the former. This looks good. Buy $4. This is actually a joke. Okay, I'm gonna look in the sections that always have good stuff, which is usually like this kind of area. So what are we pricing Coho's at right now? What does that say? I'm gonna assume that says $198, not $19.98, and then $3 on Verity. Oh, this is a new Eric Larson book. I've never seen this one. The Demon of Unrest, Saga of Hubris, Heartbreak, and Heroism at the Dawn of the Civil War. Oh, that's a new one. $7. I wouldn't even sell that book for $4 or $5, and they want $7 for it. This is actually impressive. Well, I guess I'm just going to make this whole video about how insanely overpriced the disabled American veterans thrift stores are right now, because my goodness gracious. And it's similar to it up where I live, like the other DAV that's like close to my house. It's similar. There's another one that's somewhat close to my house, and I want to go check them out now because they typically have pretty good books and their pricing is consistent. They very rarely have books that are even priced at like $4. Oh, here we go. Little Ellen Hopkins for 99 cents. Could maybe do that. Let's see if we can find anything else. I doubt it, but this is the inconsistency, right? So why is this book of the month $7? Why does this one need to be $7, but this book of the month is $5? There's no rhyme or reason. So I'm going to put this one next to it because I want people to see the just actually insane comparison of pricing on those two. That's actually insanely wild. I'm just going to put this one over here where you can barely even fit books in the first place. I think this is a pretty good book of the month, like YA, but $5. This is kind of crazy. Like they do still have like some mass markets at 99 cents, but I'm genuinely like looking like mass markets. I'm looking for 99-cent books, even $1.98 books, and I'm not seeing them. Almost everything is priced either $3.98 or $4.98. Oh, here's another one like this. These Violence Delights. This is another good one, but for $4 with a little bit of damage, I have to pass because I really would only be able to sell this book for like $4. Personally, another Yaros. I mean, $4. It's not terrible if you want to read it. That's a good deal if you want to, you know, read these books. $4. I think that's really, really fair. But for somebody buying them, take them to my office. So here's a $1.98 book. Little Kate Quinn. It's not terrible. I'm not going to buy anything today out of principle. Like, I'm going to put that book back that I picked up because out of principle, like, I just genuinely can't. I am saddened though because I'm seeing a good bit of books that I would have bought up. Like, quite a few. I've never seen this book of the month. The Woods Are Stirring Again. That looks really good. But again, $5. So, okay. Christmas. I mean, these are good for readers. Like, if you want to come in as like a reader, but they are 1000% pricing out resellers. I'm going to stick this back where it was because their shelves are so full. You can barely even stick anything in. I did see something over here though. Like, this is so stinking cute. This like beautiful little copy of Little Women. This is actually so pretty, but they do want $4, which isn't bad. Oof. Which isn't bad, but I would probably sell that for, I'd probably start it on auction. I feel like it would probably go to auction for like, I don't know, 5 or 6, and then I feel like maybe it would sell at that or a little bit more. This is cute. Oh, it's got has a huge rip in the cover. There's no price tag on it, so who knows how much they actually want, but we're putting books out with giant like rips on the cover. Anyway, I you know, if I made a couple, like I made $1 on it after fees, it's not the right investment. $4 for $1 back is actually insanity. God, they had some decent little YAs. But even the kids' books, I feel like they're just kind of overpricing, so. Curious Case of the Missing Mammoth. That looks actually adorable. Oh, it's got like little flaps and stuff. How much is that? $2? Yeah, I can't pay $2 for kids' picture books. Okay, well, that was an update, I guess. Definitely better now. That looks so good. Oh, this one's only $3. Touching to think I'm sober to discover life's message. Oh, that's cute. But again, I mean, we're talking about, we've got $3 book of the month, $4 book of the month, $5 book of the month, $6 book of the month. What? Come on. There's no consistency. All right, I am curious to look at their little packs here. Like, they want $3 for this whole thing of books here. I thought this was here last time, guys. This is the exact one that was here last time. No wonder why no one's bought it. Doesn't make any sense. It's got like has a few different genres of books, like not types of books, age ranges of books. Like this one, you have this like beginner reader kind of like collection. It's decent. This one as well. This one's kind of like middle grade-ish. And it looks like they have some picture books. Like, this is decent. Like, these are cute. I feel like this is actually probably a good idea. Now that I'm kind of seeing like this, they could, like, for grandparents, right? You come in, you're like, oh, mermaids, dogs. I'm going to get this for like my granddaughter. She comes to my house on the weekends, right? You know, that's kind of fun. Let's see, what's this one? This one's pretty big. $2 for this whole set. I mean, it's not like great books, but for buyers, for consumers, I think they're doing the right thing. For resellers, they don't like us anymore. So naturally, I'm just curious about the Salvation Army. This is across the street from the DAV, as you guys know. It's just right over there. And they have been putting out more books again. They took all their bookses away. They took all their books away. And cleared out except for like one tiny little shelf, and then over the last few months they've been bringing them back out, so I'm really curious if like how full it looks. Oh, okay, still kind of empty, about the same. All right, let's see here.
You told me that before because you were saying, I mean, I was joking about how it was like a cost savings.
Just kind of like random run-of-the-mill damaged. Really a lot of also kind of unrecognizable. there's a few things, but everyone that I'm touching is damaged. It's got a lot of wear on it. I'm very confused, and there's no rhyme or reason. They have like nonfiction mixed with regular, with cookbooks, with paperbacks, with kind of kids self-help. There's no like any rhyme or reason here. So okay, cool. So we won't be coming back to either of these sources for a while, and I don't know what the heck is going on here. This is actually so stinking adorable. I don't really know what's going on here. It's kind of messy. I guess they made this like a kids play area maybe. Either way, this is very disappointing. These sources used to be so good. There used to be books everywhere, and the DAV, I'd go in and I'd carry out handfuls of books. So just not the move right now, I guess. I'm going to check out this DAV, which is the one that is in my local city. Like the one that I just showed you guys is like 35, 40 minutes away from me, depending on traffic. And this one, I'll say, has historically had some pretty decent books, and their pricing is pretty consistent. 99 cents to $1.99 for most, and then $2.98, maybe some $3.98 from time to time. But let's just see. I'm very curious if it is a kind of spreading across all of them thing, or it is just that one down there, because I am kind of convinced it's just that one. All right, so right off the bat, I'm seeing some book of the months, and they have them priced at $3, which isn't terrible. I've never seen these. This one's from 2023, 2022. Wedding Dress, Sewing Circle, Evil Eye. So, I mean, these look decent, but I can't really get them for $3. The Cloisters for $3 is also a book of the month. I may pick up this one. I think this is a good book. So I may pick up this one. We'll see kind of what else we find. But they typically put like the new inventory kind of down here on the ends. Again, like this would be good to pick up, but $3 is a little steep, and that's kind of technically a kid's book. Like technically it's Disney, so it's kind of weird that it's $3, but looking at it, I mean, yeah, $1.99 to $2.99 for almost all of these hardcovers is not horrific. It's not like highway robbery. At least what I'm seeing here, this looks kind of good. At least what I'm seeing here is consistent pricing. $1.99 and $2.99 almost across the board on every single hardcover. So that's a good sign. All right, now here are their paperbacks. Let's see what they've got. Looks like $99, $1.99. Like they have this as like multiple books in one, so they have that for $4. But yeah, I'm seeing 99 cents, almost 99 and $1.99 almost across the board on paperbacks, as it really should be. So I'm gonna dig through here and kind of see what I can pick out, and I'll show you what I find. All right, so unfortunately I didn't find any paperbacks that I wanted to actually purchase. It's just really nothing there, and I think, hey, I'm gonna just pass on this, not only because I don't love just buying like one thing, but also because it's $3. I'll maybe sell it for $5. It's not really a good turnover on investment, and it is a lower rated book. Like, I think it's got a good premise and it looks like a good read, but I've never read it, so I don't know. But it's got like a 3.4 rating, so it's not very high, so I'm gonna just pass on that. And then also, I've never really showed you guys this, I guess, but these are the kids books. They also are usually fairly overpriced. It does look like I'm seeing a lot of 99 cents, which is nice, but I can't pick up books for 99 cents. Like, actually that's kind of cool, Ninja Turtle novelization. But I can't, like, I mean, these are $1.99 just because they quote unquote probably look cool. Like, that's not really a reason to price up a kid's book. I think they should keep kids books really, really affordable. They should all be 99 cents across the board. DAV used to do 49-cent items, and I guess they stopped doing that. But they used to have 49-cent books. Anyway, all right, Well, there you have it. I went to this specific Goodwill about 3 weeks ago. I didn't take anything out of the store with me then and came back and kind of left with nothing. Not to say there weren't books in there, just not books that I can justify buying or that really fit into my like niche of books that I like to buy. So with that said, I'm not going to probably be going to any disabled American veteran thrift stores in the next little while, which just adds to the list of stores that have slowly been being downgraded from sourceable. Ultimately, I am still doing decent with the bins. It's not great, but I'm only doing one show a week right now on Saturday nights. So it's working-ish, but luckily I do have other forms of income, so I'm not like super pressed that the books haven't been amazing everywhere because the books at the bins have been consistent enough to kind of keep the book shows going okay. I just hope to kind of get a jackpot soon. I hope to like go to the bins and just be like, clean house somehow, some way. I just got a bunch of stuff and can kind of stockpile a little bit of it. But for right now, what I've been kind of doing is whatever I source in the week is what goes into my Saturday show. So if it's a low sourcing week, it just is what it is. If it's a great sourcing week, then we have a great big show, and that'll just kind of probably be the way I do it from now on for a little while, because it keeps me from stressing and feeling like I don't have enough to curate a great show, and just kind of lets it be like, hey, this is what I found this week, and people seem to be enjoying that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. I am trying to get these videos out. I have a very packed schedule every week right now, and so I am just unfortunately not prioritizing YouTube videos like I would like to. So I am always taking requests on videos, ideas you want to see. Outside of that, a lot of them are going to be these kind of just random updates and then some educational whatnot stuff as new things happen. All right, guys, I will hope to see you next week with another whatnot reselling related video of some sorts. I hope you have a wonderful week until then, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.